back to Black Monday. So today, we're going to talk about something important. Welcome my son Napoleon, my helper as usual. Today we're talking about fundamental, how to make your Wing Chun work in a non-cooperative situation. So what are we doing here? We're working on something I think is going to help to focus your techniques. This focusing on this one thing will allow your techniques to work. So when Napoleon are sparring, okay, whatever kind of sparring we're doing, we're always focused on one thing. In a real situation, you might have heard Bruce Lee tell you, in a fighting situation, to clear your mind. If you've ever tried to do that, okay, I fought in the ring before, I've been in real situations. In a real life situation, when this person is here, and he's actually trying to attack me, okay, it's very hard to clear my mind. If I had to clear my mind, that might just make me space out, okay? Or I'm gonna freeze because I don't know what to do. Or, if I try to empty my mind, all these thoughts are gonna come rushing in. He's younger than me, he's stronger than me, he's faster than me. All those thoughts are gonna counteract what I'm actually trying to do. So if you've ever done meditation before, most forms of meditation, the reason you're able to clear your mind so you can respond to what's happening is because you can focus on one thing. Meditation, we focus on the breath. In this case, we're going to focus on the most fundamental thing in Wing Chun. So, Napoleon.
Yes.
Here we are sparring. When we're sparring, what are you focused on?
Attacking your center.
Okay? That's it. Just one thought, one goal. Our whole goal in Wing Chun, okay, what differentiates it from other fighting systems is this obsession with controlling the center. On holding our own center, on controlling someone else's center. So we have the same goal. So when we're sparring, okay, all my energy goes to two things. I'm trying to displace his center, I'm trying to hold my own center. If you can focus on that, you're panicked, you're in this situation, boom, all your intent now goes to your opponent's center. Everything goes to their center. That's all my intent is focused there, okay? It will help you a lot. Then you're not thinking about 10 different things, your footwork, everything else. No, you just focus on the center. That's most important. If you can control someone's center, all the other techniques will work. If you don't focus on a center, but you're trying to do other techniques and chasing hands and whatever, none of them will work. Okay, so one precedes the other. Now, another drill we have. So what we're doing there is we're doing more like easy free sparring, but we're focused on that center. Now, the second part. This is also really useful. Just like the other one though, it has to be non-cooperative. So when Napoleon and I are doing free sparring like that, we're not trying to help, I'm not trying to make it easy for him, he's not trying to make it easy for me. That's the only way you can practice making your techniques when he's trapping and controlling. If he controlled me, it's because he was actually able to do it, not because I'm letting him do it, okay? Similarly with this drill, this is a great drill. We were doing this outside the other day, and it was great. Great for me as well, for two parts you see. One person is going to be doing what we normally do in Wing Chun, is the attacker, okay? Yeah. Attacker means he's going to be the person rushing forward. He's automatically going to have an advantage. So for me, it's going to be hard. Almost like in chess when you play white and black, one person goes first, person goes second, it's an advantage for one, okay? But it trains him. He's now going to be practicing rushing and attacking, trying to take my center. I didn't do anything that time, I'm talking to you. In this case, okay, my goal now, as he does this rush, is to try to go to the sides and take his center, which he doesn't want me to do, okay? So then I get to practice too. Why? Because we don't always, even though I want to be the first one to attack, in real life I may not be. Maybe someone just rushes me. It's happened to me before, okay? So when this person rushes, he hit me, you can't tell. I'm actually trying to turn, and I'm going to try to attack his center as well. So that lets me train that. He's training the attack, I'm training, trying to go to the side here, okay? And attack at the same time. We both get to train something. Then you can go into sparring after that. So it trains that basic plan. Then you get to practice both. You're practicing your move to the side footwork, he's practicing the rushing in. Now for him, important thing to practice. For you, if you're the attacker, okay? When he's attacking, and I rush to the side, he's trying to focus on this. You see, I'm trying to back up and get away from him. As the attacker, your job is to make sure you stay stuck to me. You don't let me get away. What he doesn't want happened the first time. When I go to the side, he ends up in this position. It's a crappy position for him. He doesn't want that to happen. So when he's practicing coming forward and I try to go, yeah, he's got to rush forward and be on top of me like that. Okay? Don't cooperate with each other. You're always trying to fight each other in that situation. That's what makes it work. Napoleon, thank you very much for that. Okay, now, other thing I found actually helped me train this concept. I was doing it in the park. When you're practicing the Sunam Tao, here's a great way you can do a focus drill with it, okay? So as your hand is coming forward, so rising and coming forward here, one thing to help you to visualize, imagine there's a string, an invisible string attached to your hand, pulling it towards the center of everything, the center of the universe in front of you. So this universal center that we're always trying to have our techniques go to, you imagine, it doesn't matter what the technique is, this string is pulling it towards that center, okay? So all my techniques, my 4 techniques, is pulling it towards the center. It doesn't matter what the technique is, it doesn't matter, it's all being pulled towards that center. It really helps you to focus your techniques, and this is one you can actually do it really slowly. You can try to feel it being pulled forward, almost like a magnet. It's like being, that invisible thread is pulling, and it helps you to focus your intent, okay? Here's a cool secret. Chu Shamtin, the king of Sunam Tao, always asked Yip Man when he was training with him, he said, but what am I trying to train here? What am I trying to train with the Sunam Tao? He kept asking. Yip Man actually always gave the same answer, and he just kept saying, it trains your intent. I puzzled over that for a long time, but now I actually understand what he meant, okay? Your intent is the center. Your intent is all your techniques going to the center. So this form, when you're training this, it trains, but you have to do it actively. You're training your intent to go and take the center. And your hand, all your motions going towards that is how you train it. So if you make this your focus when you're performing the form, it's much more valuable. Last part, okay? Now when your hand is coming down and back towards yourself, any technique that's coming back like this, okay? Same invisible thread, this time it's pulling back towards your own center, okay? So out towards this universal center, in towards your own center. And it allows you to focus on where your center's at and focus on grounding and sinking into the ground and all those other things that we're working on with our stance. So strengthening, bringing this energy into your own center, this being drawn towards that universal center. All your motions, fast or slow, doesn't matter, okay? Those things are super cool. I hope you find them valuable. Practice those drills. When you're doing that find a center drill with your partner, make sure you're not helping each other, okay? You don't want a false sense of things working. You're fighting against each other when you do that. Same thing when you do the attack and defense drill, okay? It's non-cooperative. That's what will make it useful for you. And the last thing to focus on is that center drill, making that your focus with the Sunam Tao. I hope that helps you. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time at Black Mamba Wing Chun.